Namaste, I am Madhumita Adya, Global Perspective Educator and a Neural Coach. Short-term memory is the place where whatever we learn actively gets stored. It is also called as a working memory. After whatever we learn is stored in the working memory, then it is encoded in the long-term memory. And whenever we need to retrieve anything during our exams or during our presentations or anything later on we want to remember, we retrieve it from the long-term memory. The problem here is the short-term memory or the working memory is really short. How short? It can only take 7 plus or minus 2 items at a time. This is called Miller's Law. Miller's Law states that whenever we are learning something new, the working memory of the brain has a capacity to learn from 5 to 9 items. That's it. More than that becomes a cognitive overload and the learning stops. Yes, we need to push our brain for cognitive overload. That is necessary. But if you are learning something new, and we extend it too much, the memory cannot take it and it cannot be retained also for a longer period of time. So let me give you an example. These are 20 words, 20 letters I tell you to memorize. It will be very difficult for brain to memorize these 20 letters because these will be cognitive overload for the brain. What if I change this into 5 words? I put the same letters into 5 meaningful words and it becomes 5 items. So our brain can take this because the limit is between 5 to 9. Now I will make another change and I'll make a meaningful sentence with those 5 words. Now this whole meaningful sentence will be taken as 1 item for the brain. So there is lot of space left to take new things. This concept is called as chunking, and this is the most important concept for retaining anything what we learn in the short-term memory. Break it into pieces so that it is retained faster in the memory and it can be transferred later to the long-term memory. So whenever we learn something or teach something to our students and to our children, it is the most important to remember that we cannot overload and cannot teach too many new concepts at a time. Take a break, give them time to rehearse and revise again and again and come back with the new concept later on. So at a given point of time, only limit yourself to teaching 5 to 9 concepts max to your children and students. More than that is not taken in by the brain. So Miller's Law is also used to memorize phone numbers. Longer phone numbers we can break like this and we remember it easily. So 3 important things to remember for our short-term memory to be more active is use mnemonics, use the method of chunking, and revise again and again so that it can now get embedded in the long-term memory and this memory is empty to take in new things. With this I end today. See you again with a new neural tip next week. Bye-bye.